The fortune file. We don't speculate. We read the filings. One morning in autumn 2025, people opened their computers and found a new app in their start menu. They hadn't installed it. They hadn't asked for it. It was simply there, added silently overnight by a background process they could not see. The app was called Microsoft 365 Copilot. This documentary covers the pricing, concealment, biometric collection, and antitrust behavior surrounding it, documented in court filings, regulator lawsuits, and one remarkable quote for inside the company itself. 1.35 billion people use Microsoft products: Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, Teams, Windows. For most of the world, Microsoft is not a choice. It is the infrastructure, the thing already there when you arrived at your job. Microsoft has always understood this. What changed, beginning in 2023, is what they decided to do with it. Every number is sourced. Every quote is on record. Let's begin. In January 2025, Microsoft raised the price of Microsoft 365 Personal from $6.99 to $9.99 per month. The reason given, Copilot has been added. That is a 43% increase for a feature you did not request in software you were already paying for. If you wanted the old price, you had to find something called the Classic plan. Microsoft did not tell you it existed. Australian subscribers received emails with two choices only: accept Copilot at 45% higher or cancel. No third option mentioned, but a third option existed: the Classic plan. Old price. No Copilot. Same features. The only way to find it was to start canceling. On October 27, 2025, Australia's ACCC filed suit in federal court against Microsoft. The regulator's chair used precise language. Microsoft, quote, deliberately omitted reference to the Classic plans and concealed their existence until after subscribers initiated the cancellation process to increase the number of consumers on more expensive Copilot integrated plans. Deliberately concealed. 2.7 million Australian subscribers. Deliberately concealed. In fall 2025, Microsoft automatically installed the Microsoft 365 Copilot app onto Windows 11 computers that already had Word, Excel, or PowerPoint. No prompt, no permission asked. It ran in the background and placed a new icon in your start menu without interrupting you. IT administrators had to find and disable a toggle in the admin center before rollout, or the app simply appeared. Smaller businesses and individual users without dedicated IT teams had no warning whatsoever. Here is the detail that tells you everything. Microsoft's own documentation confirms the auto-install explicitly excluded the European Economic Area, citing and writing heightened regulatory or policy risks in Europe. The company knew auto-installing AI without consent might not be legal in Europe, so they skipped Europe. They did it everywhere else. Standard Windows settings often fail to fully remove it. It returns after updates. Third-party tools like Shutup 10++ became necessary specifically to block Microsoft's reinstallation behavior. In 1998, the U.S. Department of Justice sued Microsoft for illegally tying Internet Explorer to Windows, using dominance in one market to capture another. The case nearly broke the company. On February 13, 2026, Bloomberg reported the FTC has escalated its antitrust investigation into Microsoft, issuing subpoenas to at least 6 competitor companies. Antitrust scholars are calling it the broadest Microsoft probe since the 1990s Internet Explorer case. The FTC is examining 3 behaviors: whether Microsoft bundles Copilot into Windows and Office to block rival AI providers, whether licensing restrictions make it punitive to run Microsoft software on AWS or Google Cloud, whether Microsoft removed search features from Microsoft 365 and replaced them with Copilot, forcing users to pay an extra $30 per user per month to recover functionality they already had. The investigation has survived 2 administrations, from Lena Khan to Andrew Ferguson. Both Republican and Democratic officials have raised concerns. The pattern is identical to 1998. The scale is not. In 1998, it was a browser. In 2026, it is AI embedded in the software running most of the world's offices, governments, and schools. Let me describe the trap. You use Word. You have used Word for decades. Your documents are in Word format. Your colleagues, clients, and company templates are all Word. The cost of leaving is prohibitive, and Microsoft has always known it. So the trap does not need to be a cage, it only needs to be the default. Keep using Word, you accept Copilot. Keep using Windows, Copilot installs overnight. Use Teams, your voice builds a biometric profile without your knowledge. The executive inside called it a delusion. The CEO called the integrations broken. Regulators in Australia, Europe, and the United States are now examining whether it crossed from aggressive to illegal. What Microsoft is building is not a product people want. 3.3% adoption proves that. What they are building is a system too expensive to leave. A dependency installed before you are asked. A price increase that hides the cheaper option until you try to walk out the door. That is not a product strategy, that is a trap. Every source is in the description, the fortune file. We don't speculate, we read the filings.